In pictures, Lakshmi usually wears a red sari while Saraswati a white one. Why is that? A red sari is associated with red earth, blood with life. It refers to the worldly material life. White, on the other hand, refers to the spiritual world, intellectual, nirguni, formless world. Tantra gives the color red a lot of importance while sannyasis, ascetics gives importance to white. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am reading book Devlok with Devdutt Patnayak ji, and I was reading part 18 Lakshmi and Saraswati. So let's continue. Lakshmi is the goddess of the material world, so she wears red and does shringar, wears jewelry which depicts wealth, power. Saraswati's ornament is knowledge, understanding, wisdom. Real jewelry has no value. She wears a white sari, crystal as jewelry, and white flowers. Lakshmi can be possessed and exchanged like cash. One cashes Lakshmi. You can't hand over Saraswati in the same way. You have to acquire it, learn it. Once you acquire knowledge, it stays with you. And even if you impart it, you don't lose it. In fact, it multiplies. If you impart knowledge to someone, your own knowledge improves. Their personalities are very different. Lakshmi is whimsical, demanding, asthir or restless. Saraswati is autonomous, aloof, sthir, in repose. Some say that white is the color of a widow. Here it suggests that she is not interested in men. In the Purans, by men they mean humanity. So it means that knowledge does not need human beings. Human beings need knowledge. Both these paramparas, Lakshmi and Saraswati, are important in India. One of knowledge and one of subsistence. A story goes that a child, Ramakrishna, later to be known as Tenali Raman, chants a mantra taught to him by the Rajguru of Vijayanagar, and goddess Kali appears. She asks if he wants a boon from her. While he is thinking, she produces two bowls, one filled with honey and the other with milk, and asks him to choose one. If he picks honey, he'll get Lakshmi. If he chooses milk, he'll get Saraswati. He is torn between choosing wealth over knowledge. Finally, he mixes the two and drinks it all up. It's said that Lakshmi and Saraswati cannot live together. This is a concept that emerged during the medieval period from the tension between Baniyas and Brahmins. The children of Baniyas or traders entered business very young and didn't get time to study. So while their wealth was there for everyone to see, they would be deprived of education. Brahmins would study all day, Jyotish Shastra, Vastu Shastra, do puja, conduct prayers in temples, and so on. They did not have money, so they had to serve and get dakshina. In temples, they would subsist on leftovers of the food offered to the gods as bhog. They felt they had Saraswati but not Lakshmi. Baniyas felt the opposite. This does not mean that if you study you will not get wealth. Today, in fact, if you don't study you won't get a job. It is also not true that just because you are rich you won't be able to understand poetry or can't be educated. In the software world, especially with the knowledge economy, these two come together. There is another sophisticated idea behind this. Lakshmi satisfies the hunger of the body but cannot bring the meaning, peace, and happiness that a human being needs. Only Saraswati can bring that. So Lakshmi provides food and Saraswati provides happiness. Sentences like where Lakshmi resides, Saraswati doesn't have various meanings. The most powerful meaning is that when you have knowledge, you will appreciate the true value of money. You will realize that value does not come from money, but from the soul, that money is required only for the material life, for running the household. So your attachment to it will reduce. You will not be obsessed with it. It is said that Saraswati sits by Vishnu's head and Lakshmi at his feet. He enjoys both. He participates in the material world but is peaceful because of Saraswati. Indra, on the contrary, does not have Saraswati, so while he enjoys material wealth, he does not find happiness. Today, for the sake of symmetry, we associate Brahma with Saraswati, Vishnu with Lakshmi, and Shiv with Durga. Brahma is looking for knowledge, chasing after it, so Saraswati sits with him. Vishnu has found meaning but needs wealth to manage society. So has Lakshmi, but he knows her place in his life. When you acquire a lot of knowledge, you value Lakshmi less because you know you need it only so much it does not become an obsession. That's why there is always a clash between the two. We worship Lakshmi during Diwali. When do we worship Saraswati? Good question. At Dashera, all three goddesses are worshipped, where one day each is devoted to them. During the puja of Saraswati, students take their books and pens to the goddess. But it is Vasant Panchami that is especially associated with Saraswati. At the onset of spring, writers, poets feel inspired. It is said that in earlier times, poets and writers would wear clothes the color of sarson, mustard flower, yellow, and compose poems to Saraswati in her temples. In eastern India during Vasant Panchami, they also bring an image of Saraswati. So, this is it for today. I'll be back till then. Keep listening beautiful stories and keep smiling.